finally got the GoPro fixed. Now I can show you guys a little bit of what has been going on the last couple days. So I ended up having to get a new wiring harness, the other one right here. Even though I made it look all pretty and whatnot, it had melted somewhere, and when it melted, it just caused it to not, it wasn't getting spark anymore. So I reached out and I was able to get a new one. So this batch of wires right here is going to run down. It's going to follow this frame rail right along here. It's going to wrap up, and right here, right where these two studs are, these two lips, I'm going to put the CBR, the Honda tachometer, which I think will look pretty good. It'll give me, about speed and whatnot. So this is the panel that I built right here. So I didn't build it, sorry. Amazon Prime. So because I'm not going to be running a key at all, I'm just going to have this as a toggle switch. So battery's off, battery's on, ignition's on, and then there's a start button right there. I can also, what if I want to run some lights or whatever it is. I got extra space. So I'm probably going to mount that right here, right underneath the where the tach's going to go. I don't want to put it here with the range of motion, because I don't want to push this forward and then shut it off or press the starter by accident or whatever. So gonna work on that. I got the new brake master in. It's all bled, new brake fluid and all the lines. So those are all nice and solid. What else have we done? Took the battery out of my Ducati over here, just so I can make sure stuff's getting power. Everything looks good. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's a brand new harness. The seats came in today. Super stoked about. They look good. Unfortunately, I had to cut into it over here on this side to make sure that this fit. I'm gonna attempt some plastic welding here. I'm gonna patch this up. That's why I made it a little bit bigger, just so I can make sure that it fits. It fits after I seal up the hole, because I don't want this open, get water sucked in the bottom of this thing or whatever. I got another seat over here. Obviously it's a two-seater, but because this is so narrow, it gets narrow so fast, it's not even close to fitting. So it's not even remotely close. So I don't know if I'm going to cut this down, as well as maybe bang some of this out down here. Maybe I'll bang some of that side out as well, just to give us a little bit more room on both sides. If worst comes to worst, then I might just send this back to Jags and get a smaller seat. I mean, realistically, I'm gonna be riding in it more than the passenger, so I care more about that seat. This seat can be just a smaller seat. The reason I did buy this is because it does come with the there we go, availability for the harnesses. So I'm gonna have a harness, and there's a stud there for that. I'm gonna cut this out right here, just so I can wrap the harness around here, and then I'm gonna have to build like a little a frame so that it doesn't slide around. Same thing on this side. Yeah, it's good on this side as well. Same thing. What else? It's got the bracket down here to mount the harness to as well. I guess that's really all I've done in the last couple days. It's mainly me. I had to run over to St. Pete to go get the new harness. It took me an hour to hook it up, and then I decided I was going to do a panel. This panel right here. So I got rid of all of this over here on the bench. I know this place is a mess, but I just decided to get rid of this. I don't need this. It's going to be in the garage. This is not, I don't have to worry about it getting stolen. I guess that's really it. So tomorrow morning I'm going to come out. I'm going to try to start on the seats. I really would like both of these seats in here. Have like OCD about symmetry, so I'd like them both to fit in here, even if I have to grind some of this off down here on both sides. Pound this little wall out on both sides. I mean, it is what it is. I'm also going to wire this up tomorrow. Hopefully this thing works. I had to modify this button because this was an on and then an off switch, but now it's pretty simple. Now it's just a push button and it should be good to go. Over here, you take one of these. And this right here is a little part that when you press the button up, it goes up, it spins, and it locks into place. Then when you press it up again, when you press the button again, it spins and it goes back down, all the way back down. So what I did was I just cut all these little teeth off here on the side, cut all the teeth off, and yeah, now it works as a push button. Now I don't want the starter to stay on. You know what I mean? I don't want to press the starter button and then have to press it again when the vehicle starts up. So just little things here and there. I was going to try to pull the engine out, but I just can't do it myself. The way that this thing was put in here with a crane, so I tried to pull it off. I can't even budge it. I got this mount off. I took this off. I took this mount off down here, and all it did was it just fell backwards. And I didn't even get this off or the headers off, and it was just stuck in there. So unless I get a cherry picker, I'll probably just leave it in there, and then when I do paint it, I'll just have to tape everything off, which is kind of inconvenient, but oh well. Speaking of paint, I did rhino-line the frame, or the roll cage. Came out okay. I did miss a spot for getting some crap off with the grinder. It's not perfect, especially for me dragging it along. I'm trying to mount it and get it all put back together. And then all this is from me trying to grind this down to make sure that it fit in here, this seat. But there's been a lot of progress in the last couple days. Just tomorrow I get the OEM toggle switch. I don't know what this is off of. No idea. But the wires are not the same. So I have the little plug here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run all the wires. Like I said, I'm going to run them along here. I'm going to put them inside of a shrink wrap just to make sure that they don't get messed up. And then run along here, and then back here I'm going to put the wires back into this. That's just an extension of the wires, I guess, so that then I can plug it into the tack. So hopefully next couple days this thing will be running. The fuel tank should be here probably tomorrow as well. Fuel tank, the fuel pump, and the cap. So I got a race cap, so I don't have to worry about using the key. I can just take the cap off, fill it up with gas. And then also mounting the radiator. I've been really indecisive as to where I'm going to put it. I really wanted it, right here just to make sure it gets good airflow. But if I put it here, it's going to be wicked hot on our heads right there, especially if we have a fan. The fan's going to blow towards the engine, but there's the fans going. I don't want it to, it's just going to be a mess. So I think I'm going to try to mount it right here, just like this. And then I have to figure out, maybe I'll just weld from here down the bottom up with a little, ways to screw it in here on the sides. I'll have to get like little nuts and bolts and screws or whatever to get it mounted in. But I think that's where I'm going to mount it. And just going to get a OEM CBR fan, so I can just use the plug that is in the harness and just mount it right up, and I think that should be good. The next couple of days, it should be firing up, should be ready to roll. The biggest thing I'm having to do right now is the paint. That's the biggest thing I got to worry about. Today I took this wire brush. I was just trying to get off all the extra crap. I'm not worried about the rust as much because it's going to be covered up, and like this little rust right here, I'm probably just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with those. But like all this extra stuff down in here, I used the brush so that I could get up all the flakes, so that when it gets painted, it doesn't flake. And then actually that's what happened here, so it made me think about it. I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but like right in here, you can see this. I didn't prep it very well. I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. So I'll just take the wire brush, clean this up, and redo it. But that doesn't look too bad when it's mounted on the frame. That's it for today. Tomorrow I'll be back at it.